Hi and welcome to my channel, DIY with Jeannie, and we do all things crafting, and today we're going to be again working on a sticker, and it's apropos that we work on it today. We're going to work on Ostara. Now, Ostara is the celebration of the spring equinox for the pagans, and it's kind of our precursor for Easter, and I'll get to that as we go along. But what I've done first is ungrouped all of the images and then regrouped them into the areas that I want specific colors. So we are going to start with the center of our flower, and I want to make it an orange. So we're going to choose orange. Now, do I want that color orange or do I want a deeper orange? And let's try that one. That may be a little too deep. I'm not sure I like that so much. So let's go back up to the corner and apply it. That's a little better. It doesn't, not quite so muddy. So we're going to go with that. And then the remainder of our flower, let's make it yellow because it is spring and we like yellow in the spring. So there we go. There is our flower. We're done with it. I don't have to worry about it any longer. That's our first piece. And because it is for spring and it is for the spring equinox, let's make it basically a very spring color. And you'll notice down here that we have eggs. Now, Ostara was the pagan celebration for the spring or vernal equinox, and that was when they celebrated and acknowledged early planting and the new crop season, and the whole winter is now past. And this was their holiday for that. A lot of them did not celebrate, but it did, in a lot of the different groups, turn into a celebration. Now, we're going to do Ostara, just the word. And let's go with, let's see, what color would we like there? Let's go with pink. Let's go with a very light pink. We're going to apply that. And there we go. So let's do the same thing with happy. Let's make it, well, let's keep it pink as well. So apply. So happy Ostara. Now, as the Saxons came in and they continued the pagan religion, they changed Ostara to Estera. See where I'm going with this? And Ostara was a old woman who she loved birds in spring and all things like that. And during the winter, she found a bird that was seriously wounded. And this bird, she transformed it into a hare. Again, see where I'm going with this? But it wasn't a full transformation. When she changed it into this hare or rabbit, it kept some of its bird qualities. And that quality that I'm speaking of is the eggs. It was able to lay eggs. So as spring came around, it laid eggs. And this rabbit, who was so thankful to this Estera, this woman, when he laid the eggs, or she, I guess it would be a she, laid the eggs, she colored them, decorated them, and brought them to Ostara as a gift for saving their life. When the Christian faith came through, it it took Ostara, that tradition that the pagans did, and they incorporated it into the Christian ideals to get more pagans on board and become Christians. And so Ostara turned into Easter. That's where the rabbit and the colored eggs came from. And that's how that got incorporated into the Christian holidays. So I like to follow the pagan holidays. I like to ensure that I get the images in there as well. So now we're going to take this braiding on the outside. Let's make it a darker purple. Let's go with that one. Let's do a little bit lighter because I'm not sure I want it quite that dark. Ooh, that's still a little dark. There, that's better. So we have Happy at Ostara, and let's see, are there any other things that I need to add color to? Let's check our different layers. And I've layered all of these, see, all of those little pieces had to be layered together so that that would maintain a solid color. Ooh, I've got that, so let's take it out. Make sure we have all of them colored, which we do. All right, so now let's look at our contours because I don't want to cut inside. I only want to cut outside. So let's make that end. Let's go to edit and we'll do an offset. I don't want an offset quite that far out. We will make it a little closer. And now it's right up against that line. Is it done? I don't want it black. Apply. Now I want to go in and see the contour for it. Why is that like that? Let's see. Make that one go away and we'll go with this one. There we go. That's the offset we want. Contour. There we go. Just the outside is on there, so we like that. It's only going to cut along the outer edge. It's not going to leave that at all. So make that go away so we don't see that inside line because we don't want to see that inside line. Actually, I can get rid of it altogether. No, I can't. Okay. Maybe I can. There we go. I got rid of that particular offset. So now, there is our image. That's going to be our sticker. So what I want to do here is, I want to move everything. Dang. Okay, so let's choose all of it. And what I want to do is group everything together. That keeps them all their color, which is what I want. And we are going to make it smaller because I don't want it 8 and almost 9 inches. So let's make him smaller. Now he is 4 by 3.5. Still have our image. It's still 4 by 3.5. Why will it not flatten? I don't know why it won't flatten. But that is how we got Ostara. So what we're going to do is we're going to flatten it prior to cutting it or printing it. And let me save it. Save as Ostara. And I'm going to make it Ostara 1. In case I can't get it to do what I want it to. Save to the cloud. And that is our sticker, and that's what we're going to use later when I'm ready to print a whole bunch of stickers. Now, like I said, this is how this one came about. The one, and today, Spring Equinox, is actually Ostara. It's also Estera, but it isn't Easter, and Easter changes every year, and that is the one major difference between the Christian holiday and the pagan holiday. The pagan holiday stays the same. So that is how we go in and color each piece. You notice I just picked it up by layers. That way I didn't have to worry about it. Let's see. And that's our whole thing. So I hope you liked this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, I wish I could have done the leaves green, but they wouldn't ungroup since it was all part of this middle purple part. There was no division, no line here. And with this particular software, I could not go back in and put that line. So that is how that goes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Ostara or Estera or Easter. And hopefully you'll come back and see us again. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Trying to get 1,000 by the end of this year. Have an amazing day.